Are you ready? Leadership in a special focus facility. My name is Nancy Musah, and I am an administrator at Pioneer Health of Central Georgia. Pioneer Health is a very small, medium facility. We specialize in behavior management and skilled nursing care. And yes, we are a special focus facility. My goal here is to inspire each and every one of you as leaders, as administrators, that whatever you want to do, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. I know when I told most of you guys that my facility is a special focus, guess what? This is what's going through everybody's mind. What? But why? What did they do? Right? But as leaders, when you decide to take on this journey and to take on this facility, you can't start with judgments. You can't start with a preconception idea of what is, what could be, what had happened. So, for me, going in through this facility or going into Pioneer Health, these are the three things that help me or is helping us at the facility. What can I do? The first thing is you have to begin with the end in mind. And this is taken from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits. And beginning with the end in mind is one of the 7 habits of a highly effective leader. When we say begin with the end in mind, usually for me as a leader, beginning with the end in mind is really thinking about where you want to take your facility. Where do you see your facility? Where do I see Pioneer Health, say in the next year, in the next 6 months? I have hopes, I have dreams, I can see great things for the facility, so that is my motivation. So when you have, and you begin with the end in mind, when it gets hard, when it gets tough, when you just want to give up, the end is what keeps you going. So guess what? You walk into the facility, and as leaders, we look around and we want to change this, we want to change that, we want to, this person got to go, this person got to do this. I urge each and every one of you just to take a step back. You need to analyze your environment. You need to talk to the staff. You need to talk to the residents. They've been there. Some of them, that's the only place they know. Talk to them. Get to know them. Get to understand what do they want. Right? Some CNAs, some nurses have been there forever. What do they see the facility in the next year, in the next 6 months? What do they want? So whilst you are asking all these questions, whilst you are talking to the staff and really building a relationship with them, you just tap into your compassionate leader. I know we always tell you, you should be a servant leader. You should be a transformational leader. You should be an autocratic leader. I urge you to be a compassionate leader. Being a compassionate leader is not leadership is not a position, but an energy that people love, trust, and follow. And that sums up what a compassionate leader is. I know some people think, well, compassionate leadership is just, I don't want to be seen as weak. I don't want to just let things go. Being a compassionate leader is a strength because you are able to restrain yourself and learn from your team and hold people accountable when it is needed. So as a compassionate leader, you build a culture of collaboration. You have to build your team to let them understand that it takes a team. It's not me. It takes each and every one of us, from housekeeping, from dietary, CNAs, the residents, everyone. You have to let them understand that without them, you cannot be successful. Right? Think about it. I always tell my staff, as a CNA or as a housekeeping, if you're not cleaning, if you're not doing your job, guess what? Infection control, right? A lot of things start happening. As a dietitian, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, nursing have a problem. Then it just kind of keeps going on and keep going on. you start building your team, and then you start growing them, building their confidence, giving them their power back. I say give back your team's power, because when you walk into this facility, or the first time you're walking into a facility, any difficult facility, you see that the residents are scared. The staff is scared because they don't know what's happening. They don't know what's going on. So it's up to you as a leader to build your confidence, to bring them, to let them know why you got into this role, why you decided to choose even the facility that you're working in. Why do you care? And then you lead by example. Leading by example is the biggest thing that you can be or you can do as an administrator, as a leader, because everybody's watching you. Your staff, your residents, guess what? They're gonna come to you and say, hey, Miss Nancy, you said you're gonna do this, you didn't do it. You do not want that, so you lead by example. You listen, you care, you create relationship with your staff. It goes more than just telling them, do this, do that, do this, but then listening to their stories, listening to, bonding with them, and being positive. Positivity, I'm telling you, goes a long way. It's hard, but then you have to practice each and every day. By being positive and assuring your team that they can do it, we're gonna get through it, nothing is gonna stop you, and listen, you are better, and then we're gonna show it. It goes a long way. Being a compassionate leader, really, it shows, because being a behavior management facility, your residents feed off the energy in the facility. So when I started, I can tell you, we had an average of 2 reportables a week of resident to resident altercation. But once we started, working with each other, understanding each other, and really caring, and making everybody's business our business, we really started seeing a decrease in the resident to resident altercation. I remember I'll tell one of my residents, listen, if somebody does something to you, come and tell me. Don't get them. So then in the morning, I get to my door, and they're waiting for me to tell me what had happened the day before, right? Miss Nancy, this person did this. I know you told me to come, so I'm coming to you. And that has really decreased our reportable rate. Time management and prioritizing. Oh, Lord. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. But you know what? You have reports, you have a lot of things that you need to get together. So prioritizing and managing your time. I looked at this Steve Covey's time management matrix, and that helps me a lot. Because as administrators, we don't know how the day, you can plan your day perfectly, but guess what? Before you open your door, something is happening. Everybody's like this. You don't even get to even listen to your voicemails or even catch up on anything. But at least you try to get the most important things done. In the end, this is my residents. These are my staff. We started trying to even get them to be motivated or to be engaged in certain things was hard. Nobody wanted to do anything. We're still working, but we've seen improvement with staff participating and stuff. The residents seems happy. They are just, it's a joy, and I am blessed to be part of that team. I am blessed to lead them and to see where they can go. Right? It's not the end of the presentation. It is never over, right? So I know everybody has an envelope in front of them. My kids made those, so if everybody can open those envelopes. In the envelope, there's a ticket and there's a mint. You are meant for success. You are meant to lead, and you are meant. You can do anything that you want to do. So this is a ticket from me, from my facility to you guys, to encourage you that whatever you set your mind to, whatever you plan to do, no matter the obstacles. Some of you guys are here that want to give up, that don't know what to do. Listen, I'm here, and I want to tell you, you are meant to be a success. You lead with a purpose, and you lead when leadership counts. Thank you.